I literally don't care about any of it anymore.
They attach their identity to the viewpoints that they hold.
You do not have the bandwidth to care about every single little thing happening on this planet. Every time you open your phone, it's breaking news. Every issue is being framed as an emergency, and every take feels like it's demanding your full emotional investment. And if not, you're a bad person. And I feel like a lot of people internalize that feeling and that exhaustion as guilt. Like this, why do I feel like I have this energy like I don't want to keep up anymore? Why do I feel like I'm starting just to not care? Why am I feeling like I'm just not even going to say something about this right now? Why do I want to disengage? And the truth behind that is it's not necessarily apathy, it's just you're burnt out. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're going to be hearing from people who are burnt out, and then also on the flip side, people who judge and shame those that are burnt out and feel like you have to speak up about every single little thing that's happening in the world. And why personally to me, I think that's a bad idea, and your mental health does take priority. And if you're starting to get burnt out, and not even that, because even myself, like I commentate, you know, we don't talk about just the news on here. We talk about a lot of the news, but generational issues, race issues, gay issues, we talk about a lot of different things, but I'm at peace with it. Like I'm comfortable talking about it. I'm chilling when something breaking news happens. I wait a little bit. I'm taking my time, but it seems like nowadays, like, damn, you have to be urgent. You have to be the next CNN, and that is not sustainable. So regardless, if you like this kind of content, commentary style, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow a ton. And without further ado, let's just dive right into this video.
Dude, I don't care. I don't care about ICE. I don't care about the protests. I don't care about Venezuela. I literally don't care about any of it anymore. I mean, we're told that we have to care about everything and that caring about everything makes us a good person. But the truth is that if you are emotionally invested in things that you have zero power to change, that's not empathy, that's ego. And we actually know better too. Like, our minds aren't wired to care deeply for more than 150 people, but we forget that when we scroll.
That's actually valid. Our mind and our body isn't framed to care, but every single little thing happening in our planet. We've never had this access. We've never had this immediate sense of urgency. Like, imagine back in the 1990s. Oh my gosh, this is happening in this small town in the middle of Egypt, or the middle of here, middle of there. It's like, we weren't built for this. And I think that's what some people fail to realize is that, one, yeah, we're not built to take in all the world's information at once. But two, the easier life gets for us collectively, the more people fail to realize how corrupt and cruel this world actually is. And there is way more bad out there, unfortunately, that outweighs the good. That there's just more bad than good in a lot of these places, in a lot of these countries. And you can't sit here and care so much about every single little thing happening when it's overriding your own mental health. Because there's one thing to spread awareness, there's one thing to talk about an issue if it's directly affecting you and impacting you, but it's another to be emotionally invested about something that's happening 7,000 miles away when the whole time your own life is in shambles. That's crazy. And what's even crazier, I ain't gonna put them on blast, but there is a conservative organization out there where I was talking about, there was a whole Israel thing, and it was back in like 2022. There was something going on. There was something going on over there in the Middle East. And I made a post. It's like, hey, we're coming off the heels of COVID. People's lives is on fire right now. It's intense, and we're being told to care about what's happening in Middle East and Israel and the Jewish community. It is okay to not be invested. Like, it's okay to take a step back and say, I want to focus on my life right now and do what I have to do to become a better version of myself. Because after COVID, I need to make sure my money's right, health. I have priorities here in America, here in my town, here in my community, and it is okay to focus on that. And I said that. I said that in an Instagram post that went viral, and there was a certain organization that did not like what I had to say, that did not like that I was taking attention away from Israel, which is just so crazy to me. But I digress. There's a lot of things I deal with on the back end, you guys. There's a lot. There's so much. But at the end of the day, dude's right.
And then we get hit with empathy fatigue, so we stay anxious, feel guilty, and feel exhausted all the time. And the thing is that rational psychology says this clearly. Caring beyond your ability to act is an irrational belief.
Yeah.
Like, you're allowed to say, I don't care, as a boundary. This isn't apathy, it's humility.
That's extremely valid. It's okay to just say, I don't care. It is. It's okay to also say, hey, I don't condone this. I don't like what's happening over there, but I'm not that invested right now because I got shit to handle at home. I find it perfectly okay to do that, because it's like if the plane is crashing, you have to put the oxygen on yourself before somebody else so you can actually help them. And you can't be out here trying to help the whole world and mandate conversations. You need to speak out about this, protest here, when you have your own life to take care of. That's the ironic part about it all, especially when I was more on the left, these extremely woke liberals. It's like, y'all are some of the most depressed people that I know. You scream equality, you scream happiness, positivity, love, inclusivity, but y'all are all, not all, a good chunk of y'all are on psych meds, antidepressant meds. You want to claim you're so happy, but why the hell y'all so damn depressed? Take care of yourself. It is exhausting. I get it. I get it. It is exhausting. This whole politics shit is it's brutal. It's hard on your mental health, especially when being told to engage 24/7. And listen, if this channel stresses you out sometimes, or I go on like a little politics stint and I step away from like the more cultural stuff, I urge you to take a break. I care about your mental health more than a damn click, a subscribe, or review, but it's just like everyone has an opinion, everything feels urgent, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed and isolated by it all. And while some people have a good support system that they can lean on and they can de-stress and they can just vibe out, there's other people that don't. And that's where today's sponsor, BetterHelp, comes in clutch. Because truly, you are not alone and you don't have to deal with this by yourself. My sponsor, BetterHelp, will connect you with a therapist who can help find you answers to the questions and concerns you may be having. Instead of being stuck in this endless loop of questioning yourself, you can talk through your concerns with someone who's trained to help you find the real answers. All you have to do is fill out a questionnaire and you will match with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. And you can easily switch that therapist at no extra cost if it's not the right fit. Regardless, they make sure that therapists on the platform are well qualified and their customer support team is there to help you if you have any questions. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform that you can trust. BetterHelp accepts both HSA and FSA cards, making it even easier to prioritize your mental health. In 2024 alone, over 137,000 people use their HSA or FSA benefits for therapy through BetterHelp. So be sure to use yours before they expire. Going to therapy is a sign of strength, not weakness. Getting to know yourself more and talk with someone about why you are the way you are propels you way more in life than you can ever imagine. Because therapy is a tool, it is not a crutch, and it is a tool that equips you with the knowledge on how to best navigate the world that works for you. Because the more you understand how your mind works, how you perceive things, the more you can just weave through it. It's just so much easier when you know yourself more and you know how you respond to certain things so you can keep yourself in check. So head on over to betterhelp.com/Amir Odom for 10% off your first month of therapy with our sponsor, BetterHelp. Make your mental health and growth a positive focus this year.
I don't really care about politics. Pipe down, white man. Okay? I don't want to hear it out of you. Because here's the thing.
He could be a little racially ambiguous, but ain't he white?
You're a white guy, you probably don't have to pay attention to politics for yourself. Because you'll probably be fine. You're right. If you're a middle class white dude, you'll be fine. But do you not have any friends that don't fit that demographic? Because if you do have friends, which you should, that aren't white dudes, you should be worried about them and you should care about politics.
Isn't that a little bit presumptuous to say that anyone brown, anyone gay, anybody a woman, anybody trans, they automatically have to be crippling with anxiety in this world and everything, their rights are getting stripped away and they're just bad people? You say all this as if there aren't black people, gay people, trans people, women, Hispanic, Asians who are all Republican. You say this as if they aren't allowed to think for themselves. You say this with so much damn chip on your shoulder, as if we're not allowed to just think for ourselves. You say this as if white men are just a problem. And because they're white men, because they're Republican, they clearly don't have anyone else around them that is not a white man when it's not the case.
Friends who are not white dudes, that's weird, man. That's a weird thing to be in that situation where you're only friends with white men. That's kind of gross.
And that's not really that weird given this country is majority white and there are towns that are predominantly white. So when you go to a school and there's only, I don't know, 5 to 10 black people, 5 to 10 Asian people, Hispanic people, and there's a group of guys that's a clique and they're all white, that's not weird. That's just numbers. That just makes sense. Not everything has to be racist. Not everything has to be a problem.
Gross. Actually, that makes me like gag. So I just wonder where your empathy is. Because, yeah, you're right. You can ride it out. You'll be fine. But do you care about, do you care about, other people at all? I'm just...
Do you care to hear the experiences and the perspectives of other people that don't agree with your mindset that you personally have? Or are they just coons? Are they all Uncle Toms? Are all the black people who agree with the white people that you're talking about, we're just going to discredit them because they're just crazy. We're going to discredit them because they're a self-hating gay. They're a turf. Is that what we're going to do? Because there's tons of other people that are Republican, that are more conservative, that lean right, but more often than not, you discount them. You say they make no sense. You say they're self-hating, they're self-loathing, and they're just dumb and stupid. So what do you want people to do? What do you want these men to do? And it's crazy coming from, you got a little curly top, you look racially ambiguous. You look more like, he got some twang in him. Obviously he got some twang, but he got something in him, something different. But regardless, You white as hell. You white, you paler than Casper the Ghost. Casper the Ghost up here talking all this mess about white men. And look at you. The call is coming from inside the house.
Are you done? You tired of politics? It must be nice to choose not to care, to scroll past and tune out, log off, and still be okay. Because for some people, not paying attention doesn't change a thing. But for others, it changes everything. You're tired of politics? Some people are tired of wondering if they'll even survive till the next election.
I wonder if they're tired. This video, we talking about mental health and people getting burnt out, and here I am, Jamal's getting burnt out, coming out uncouth. What's frustrating is there are a lot of people being burnt out on politics, but they're being burnt out on politics because of the way the media has put out information into the world. They're burnt out because they genuinely feel like their life is in danger. They genuinely are getting these mixed clips and they're getting outraged when in reality, they're fine. I used to be that way. Back in 2016, 2017, I was marching with BLM, fist up in the air, Black Lives Matter this, gay rights this. Whole time I'm fine, genuinely have been fine. And it was the media that instilled that fear in me as a young black man that I was going to die. But I say it all the time on this channel, there's more people who get struck by lightning and die than black unarmed men get shot and killed by the police. True statistic. I'm not saying it's good, but what I am saying is it's in the 20s. It's in the 10s and 20s. And when you ask the average black person out there how many black unarmed men are getting shot and killed by the cops, they're gonna say the thousands. There's a big discrepancy there.
Tired of wondering if the rights they had yesterday will even still exist tomorrow. You're tired of debates? Some people are tired of being the debate. Their bodies, their identities, their marriages, their existence turned into talk.
And I get it to a certain extent. Obviously, being a gay male who is more on the right, I especially get that in terms of like more conservative want to restrict gay people from adopting or surrogacy and all that. I get it from that perspective. There are some things that I will still fight for and push that is against the people that I agree with the most, but at the end of the day, it's not as bad as they're making it out to be.
Talking points for clicks and votes. You don't want to talk about immigration, abortion, healthcare? Cool. But some people don't have the luxury of looking away because it's their body, their child, their status, their life. Being able to ignore what's happening politically is a privilege. And the fact that it's a privilege tells you everything you need to know about who the system protects and who it doesn't. Politics isn't just who gets elected. It's who gets evicted and who gets profiled and who gets denied care and who gets told they don't belong.
If you're getting evicted, you're more than likely getting evicted for good reason. When we're talking about abortions in the bodies, that gets a little touchy because I feel like the left is talking about the women's body and the right is talking about the baby's body within the womb. And then when we're talking about immigration, okay, most people are referring to illegal immigration. That's really what we want to address right now. And then immigration later down the line, yeah, we can talk about assimilation and who we're bringing in. We can have room for that. But it doesn't have to be this inflamed. We can talk. We can talk about these things, but you also have the right to not care and just focus on your own life.
Change shows up when we push through the exhaustion because history doesn't move when everyone stays calm. It moves when people finally say enough. So keep speaking up and speaking out because if we stop, the people who thrive on power and cruelty, they won't hesitate to take everything we didn't fight to keep.
Okay, I'm down for speaking up and using your voice and letting your thoughts be heard. I'm all for that. I advocate for that on this channel. But there is a limit on how much you can control and how much change you can actually push forward. Because I'll speak up about the things that are directly affecting me, but I'm also only gonna do that when I'm right in my mental space and I have the mental bandwidth to do so. I'm not gonna sit here be just like in my room, just yelling into this void, yelling on Instagram, yelling on Twitter, yelling on YouTube, and then not doing anything with my life. No, take care of yourself and also be vocal about the things that are affecting you, but then also don't get wrapped up into the media's lies and manipulation, and then also don't get involved. I'm not gonna say don't get involved, but damn, don't get too involved with something that happens 7,000, 8,000 miles away. Again, when your own life is in shambles. Majority of this world is effed up. It is. Majority of this world is effed up. Trafficking slaves, all the whole nine. I mean, all them slaves to make iPhones and Teslas, digging up the earth minerals. Like, there's a lot of corruption happening. And there's only so much we can do. And for some people out there, with as much as we got going on in this country, they just got to take a step back. And I don't blame them.
The reason that it's impossible to ever have a civil discussion with people that are hyper involved in politics is because they attach their identity to the viewpoints that they hold. So if you ever criticize those viewpoints, they take it as an attack on their ego.
They take it super personal. Oh, you disagree with this one policy, this one thought I have? Boom, you hate all gay people and you hate me because I'm gay. What? Calm down, ain't everything about you. Oh, you voted for Trump and he said this one thing about black people, so that means you're racist and you hate me. You are not that important. We need you to bring it down to earth. Ain't nobody talking about you directly, and it's not that deep for a lot of people out there.
People that are obsessed with politics have nothing significant going on in their life. They have no interests, they have no pursuits. They lack a sense of meaning or purpose. So they cling on to politics because it makes them feel like their life has worth and that they're fighting for something good so that they can feel morally righteous. So when you disagree with them, they're essentially taking that as a threat to their self-worth, which is why they lash out so much.
Yep, and that's what I see in a lot of these protests. When they're out here in the streets and they're so emotionally invested, crying, screaming, you yelling at police officers, rest in peace, Renee Good. These people, it has become their identity. Politics and the world and it has become who they are to their existence. And if anybody criticizes that, they're taking it really, really personal. And I think that's why we've seen this political divide grow. We've seen people, not necessarily grow, but we've seen people become increasingly more hostile, especially on the left, because they're taking it as an attack on them. Like I've heard the phrases like, if you vote for Trump, then that's a vote against me because Trump doesn't like gay people, doesn't like women, doesn't like black people. So boom, you're equal to that and you hate me. You're not that important. I'm sorry. I don't hate you. I just wanted a stronger border, so I voted for the man that was going to lock down the border. Sorry, I didn't want to vote for the person that was advocating for the right for 12 and 13-year-old little girls to get double mastectomy. So I immediately just said, no, what, F that, I'm going over here. It's not all about you, and it never has been. But that guy's right, there's so many people who are literally obsessed with politics and make it their entire being, their entire life, and they attach everything to like these oppression points. I think that's why we see the LGBTQ plus, they want something to cling to. They want to be a part of a community. They want to be a part of a club. Everyone's so damn lonely, locked up in their rooms on their phones, to the point where they want to be a part of something and feel like they're contributing to society. Yeah, I'm important. I'm aware about politics and the world, and I protest. What you need to do is be aware of all the damn psych meds that you're on and get off of that. All the addictions that you have, address them. There's a lot of things that you could be worrying about right now and not marching in the streets against ICE. When all ICE is doing their job, Immigration Customs Enforcement. Like it's just a little tangent, but it's so crazy to me how when you travel abroad and you sign up for your travel visa, when you sign up for these travel visas in these countries, y'all ever read the fine print? Oh, if you overstay this, you will be deported from the country. You will be considered illegal. Funny how that works. It is. But this is where I see the people that are most angry, the most vocal, because they take it as the most direct personal attack, and we can't do that all the time unless it directly makes sense. There's people I have cut off because of what happened to Charlie Kirk. There are people out there in my life that it has completely changed the entire way that I view them and how, not necessarily how I treat them, but like I just look at them completely different now. Because for you to say you have the same views as this person and you're also think it's funny and you're glad that that person got assassinated, that is direct to me. That is. Because what you're also saying is that if what happened to him happened to me, you would feel the same, like, oh, whatever. So no. So that one's a little bit different. But to cut somebody off because, oh, you voted for Trump, you must hate gay people. No, there's gays that voted for Trump, okay? Every ethnic group, every color, every sexuality has voted for both sides. So I don't know what you want people to do.
The most miserable I've ever been is when I was a progressive liberal, and now I'm not going to say that the politics was the cause of the misery, but I do see an argument to be made for the politics being a symptom of the misery. There was just a culture of anger and outrage. Like I was always expected to be upset about something. There was just almost a constant worry that enjoying anything was somehow out of touch.
Yes, too woke. Like you can't enjoy anything. Well, this is happening in Zimbabwe, so like you really shouldn't be happy right now. We should be like protesting or like fighting about it, talking about it on Instagram. Like it's crazy to me, but there are people that genuinely exist where their whole identity, their whole world is centered around being a victim or speaking out against something. That's not sustainable. It's genuinely not. You're just gonna keep going down this route of being depressed, lonely, and angry.
When Donald Trump was elected in 2016, I was a senior in college, and I remember being so scared that I was genuinely contemplating an elective hysterectomy, despite the fact that I was only dating women at the time because I was convinced that I was a lesbian, and the fact that I lived in Illinois. I felt powerless, afraid, and angry. So it's kind of a chicken and an egg sort of a thing where I can't say for sure that the politics made me miserable or whether I was miserable and therefore I was attracted to the politics. But at some point during the lockdowns, I realized I was tired of being angry. And so I started working out, which was also something that I didn't really do. And at first I was thinking that it could just be a way to channel all of the emotions that I was feeling. I was in therapy at this time also, but as I got stronger physically, I noticed that I also got stronger mentally. And when I felt more at home in my body and like I had more agency with my body, I didn't rely on the ideology to the same extent. Being angry about politics to the extent that so many people are burns you out. And that actually makes you easier to control.
Yes, the more burnt out you are, the more less control you are in your own life, you don't have a grip on your physical and mental health, the easier you are to be controlled, the easier you are to be outraged, the easier you are to just be a vessel, a vat of just pure nothing. And I don't want that for you or anyone out there. And you shouldn't want that or see that in your friends and think that's okay. It's like the example I give is about the N-word. I don't give a damn about the N-word. I don't care if a white person, I don't care who said, I don't care about any of that, because I'm not going to give someone agency over my mental health, my well-being, because someone said a word. You got me fucked up. I done gone through too much shit in my life. I done tried to myself way too much. I got marks. All the trauma in the world. And you mean to tell me I've been through all this, I've been through hell and back just for me to chimp out over someone saying the N-word, giving them that much power, that much agency over my mental health, my well-being at the drop of a dime because of a word? You got me figgity fucked up. It ain't happening. It's not. Say what you want. I don't give a damn. I ain't worried about you. I don't give a damn about you. All the hate comments that I get on Instagram, I don't give a damn. Why? Because you are not in my life. And everyone out there watching this video right now should have the self-respect to not give a damn what a stranger thinks about them. They ain't paying your bills. They ain't adding to your happiness. They're not in your life. So don't give a damn. I give a damn. I get the most hurt when it's people close to me, when it's people in my life. That's who I give a damn about. I'm very thankful for the love and support from all y'all out there. I give a damn about the people who support me, who want to see me thrive, and I'm inspiring them to thrive in their own lives. And we have this relationship. Y'all cool. Love y'all. You dearly, great. Amir Odom subscribers, great. Amir Odom haters, to the left, fuck y'all. I don't care. I don't. I genuinely don't. And I want this energy for all of you guys out there right now. Get it. Obtain it. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Be a great person in society. Take care of your immediate life. Take care of your circle. Be the best person you can be, and stop giving a damn about every single little thing that goes on in this world. You literally cannot. You do not have, I need you to listen. You do not have the bandwidth to care about every single little thing happening on this planet. You do not. You will literally drown yourself and wither away into nothing if you care about every single thing happening. It's not going to happen for you. You would not be successful in it. You just won't. You won't. You have your own life to take care of right now. You are probably, again, you're probably stressed as fuck. Not even probably. More often than not, you are. You're stressed out. You have shit going on in your life that you don't even know how to deal with. Bills, relationship, friendships, your fitness, your health, work, hobbies, drama here, drama there. You got so much shit going on in your immediate life that needs attention. And all you are doing is looking out this window and yelling out and looking at everywhere else but inside. Get out the damn window and go to the mirror. Look at yourself, look at your life, reflect on what needs to change, and change that shit now. You can't keep yelling out into this void of Instagram circles, Instagram stories, out the window. You can't keep doing it. You will drown yourself into nothing. For the people in your life that are watching you spiral, watching you just scream about every single thing going on this planet, becoming hyper emotional towards everything, not caring about your life, your fitness, your health, what you're eating, your diet, none of that. You're just hyper emotional. They are petty. They're just literally watching you from the side, watch you just crumble. So like this girl said, if you are constantly angry, constantly miserable, something's always wrong, something's always a problem, you're always a victim, black people this, women this, gay people this, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Care about your life. Care about yourself, and you will be fine and you will prosper. Put them damn tunnel vision on, lock in. Focus on you and only you, and you will achieve your goals and dreams. But you cannot do that if you're trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho for the whole damn planet. It ain't gonna happen. So if you genuinely want to change your life, you genuinely want to be a better person, you genuinely want to do better, do better. And by doing better, like I said before, look in a damn mirror instead of out of a window. Take care of home first before you want to be vocal and you want to be angry and depressed and all these damn psych meds and Adderall this and every weed this, alcohol this, porn this. No. Put the damn phone down. If you're watching me right now and you are going through some shit, unless, not even, no, fuck it. I don't care. Delete YouTube. If you are stressed out, if politics has you burnt out and you've just had enough of everything, pause. Unsubscribe from me if it helps you. I don't care. I want you to take care of you. Unfollow all the political shit. If you want to say sub to me and just watch my non-political videos, I kind of get that. I'm with that. But unfollow me too. Delete the YouTube app. Whatever. If you just want to focus on watching like the other YouTube stuff, like I have a lot of other stuff that I watch that's like not political, like because YouTube's like TV to me. Then just hide or unsubscribe from all the political accounts. Do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. Do it. I will take no offense. The stuff like this just riles me up so much because, again, I know what it's like to be that angry. I know what it's like to be that depressed. I know what it's like to just not want to be here. I know what it's like to just live in a life full of anxiety and fear and think that everything is, the world is out to get you nonstop because of this identity, because of this thought, because of this. You feel just little inside. I know that feeling far too well. Far too well. Life is too short to give a damn by anybody else, and life is too short for you to be sitting up here on Beyonce's internet, hippering and hollering about what's happening in fucking Israel or Minnesota when you don't even know what's happening in your own damn life. Get it together.
I choose not to participate in politics. You could have said that phrase to me 10 years ago, and I would have gone about my day like, no, nothing happened. Now you say that to me, I'm scared of you. I'm genuinely scared of you, and I don't want to be around you because in my head, you're unpredictable and you're a scary person. Because how are you choosing to stay willingly uneducated on the things that are happening in the past year, in the past few months? Honestly, you could chalk it up to the past day. Like, if you are choosing to not participate, you are actively choosing a side. And trust me, when this is all said and done, it's the side that you do not want to be on.
You can tell she'll just be stressed out. You're not somebody I want to be around. Jamal's out the rest of the video. Well, we're here now. If you don't know who Jamal is, Jamal's my alter ego. Jamal's my black man side, very angry, uncouth, unpredictable. Jamal's unpredictable. Amir's like, hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Jamal's like, fuck this. That's Jamal. So Jamal is out, and realistically, it is okay to just say, I don't do politics when your own life is in shambles. We already went through that. You're good to focus on you. I do think it's important for people to be involved in their own local politics, state politics, and the United States. If you're gay, pay attention to gay rights, and literally gay rights, not LGBTQ plus rights, because the trans people have nothing to do with gay people. Pay attention to women's rights, which is ironic because a lot of the women are also fighting for the inclusion of trans people to be lumped in with them. So that's interesting. So yeah, be involved in some politics. Be involved with what directly is affecting you. But nowadays, it just seems like to be involved in politics is to be involved with every single thing that's happening on this planet. And that's not okay for us. People really be out here all yelling on the phone and in these stories and just angry. This happened. I can't believe this. First off, how about you pause for a second and take in the full context? It's okay not to allow yourself to be riled up from a 10-second clip of what Donald Trump is saying. You deserve more self-respect for yourself, for your own viewpoint. Your own mental health deserves the respect to just calm down. It deserves the room to calm down, process what's going on, and say, okay, let me wait. Let me watch this full clip here. Let me make sure I'm not being gaslit by the media companies. Make sure my favorite influencers isn't just doing this for clicks or views. Let me just see what's going on. You're good to do that. It's actually better for your mental health because I see it out there. I see people get riled. I see what happens when people are reactionary to every single thing they see on the internet in these damn social media echo chambers and in these bubbles. I see what happens, and it is decrepit. It is not healthy at all. So get off of it. Totally agree. At some point, you have to let go and control the controllable. Control what your immediate environment, control your life, your health, your wellness, your career. Make sure you're good. And then, start to speak out a little bit more. And then say, actually, you know what? I'm gonna be vocal about this. It has nothing to do with me, but I'm gonna be vocal over here because I already got my life in check. I'm all for you being vocal in a healthy manner. But if it's ruining your life, remove it. So at the end of the day, life is going on. Mindful, 2020, COVID was 6 years ago. How have you changed your life in the last 6 years? Especially if you're more grown, if you were in your 20s starting in COVID, what have you done in the last 6 years? Did it just go by like that? Or were you just angry online the whole entire time and your life just got worse? Come on now, do better. You deserve better for yourself. You genuinely do. Regarding this whole topic of why people are getting politically just burnt out, I advocate for everybody to control the controllable and take care of your own life. Please. We are too young. And even your 30s, your 40s, 50s, it's still young. We're all too young watching this channel right now, watching this video right now to care immensely more about what's outside that window than the person standing in the mirror. That person deserves attention too. deserves focus too. People are getting burnt out because more often than not, especially on the left, you are required to care about every single little thing that is going on right now. And we are not built for that as humans. This technology shit is new. It's helped us change. Yeah, hello. It's done that, but it's doing a lot of damage to people, and it shouldn't be doing that. Take a break if you need to. Practice more media literacy. Know when you're being misled. Know when something doesn't look right, and look into it. Challenge people, challenge me. At the end of the day, it is okay to focus on you. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay for your life to be in shambles and say, you know what? I need to pause. I need to not care about all this politics stuff, and I'm not really tuned into what's happening in ICE in Minnesota. No, focus on you. This video idea, obviously it's something that's been going on, but this stemmed from my recent snowboarding trip. I'll put some pictures and videos here. I went snowboarding out in Colorado. I went to Vail, Breckenridge, and Beaver Creek. And while I was in Vail, I had stopped into one of the little houses, the little chalets. I stopped in one of those to get a drink of water, and I was looking at the sunglasses on the rack, and the worker comes over to me. I'm like, oh, hey, how's your day? Like, it's beautiful outside. This woman, she goes, I mean, it's nice outside, but really what's happening in Minneapolis just got me down a little bit today. Girl, you are on top of a mountaintop in Vail. The fuck you talking about Minneapolis for? Get your ass in a peppy step. This is why I don't run a store. That's why I don't run a store right now. Why are you venting about Minneapolis to customers on top of a mountain? Go look outside of how beautiful it is. Take in the moment. You sitting here working, and you probably, why not got somebody at your desk? You sitting here like, oh my gosh. You are in the prettiest place on, or one of the prettiest places on earth right now. Take that shit in. Ooh, that irritated me. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on this video. Did you relate with anything? Have you gone through being burnt out politically and started tuning in more about the things that matter to you? Are you currently just not paying attention at all to politics, but you just watch my videos? Let me know. But I already went on my big rant in the middle of the video. At the end of the day, you can control the controllable, and do know whatever going on in your life right now will pass. It's called going through it for a reason. You're not stuck there. You will survive. So whatever's going on, do know you are built for it. Hold on. If I can do it, you can too. That's a little projection. You know, that's not healthy, whatever. Comparing traumas. Listen, all I'm saying is the shit I didn't know I can break through, I broke through, and you can too. I have hope in you, and I believe in you. So with that being said, thank you for your time watching this video. I really appreciate the like and subscribing. Helps the channel grow a ton. Unless you're taking a pause for mental health, go ahead and do that. But aside from that, again, thank you for being here, and I will catch you in the next video. Deuces.